G'day viewers, well I just got given another battery today. Another free battery. This is a Nissan factory Nissan Navara battery. It's a Vada. I never owned a Vada battery before, so see how this one performs. It's a 70 amp hour 720A, which I think is 720 cranking amps. Just in the process of giving it a clean. Hydrometer is just obviously black, so the battery's not fully charged. Give it a... It was starting, but not at its full cranking capacity, so give it a one night overnight in the desulfator and see how it comes up. General clean. Yeah, this should be a German made battery, so it ought to be pretty good. Alright, let's get running water and clean it, see how it comes up. Okay, viewers, that hydrometer is floating, but it's not fully showing the green, so don't really trust those anyway. But it's a very rough guide to tell you what the condition of the battery is. So a voltage check, 12.61 volts. So let's give it a top up overnight in the desulfator and see how it comes along. Let's put the desulfator on and hook it up to the MKBAZ and let it run overnight. Okay, before we put the battery charger on, 7,145.7. Exactly. Exactly that reading. So we'll leave it on overnight and check what the reading is tomorrow. Okay viewers, it's been overnight on the charger. Right. Yeah, the hydrometer's floating better. Not that you really rely on those, because they're just a very, very rough guide of the battery's condition. Yeah, it's still desulfating. Alright. Not even warm. Let's see how much watt hours have you used. Okay, she's moving along very slowly, that little BAZ. The reading was 7145.7 last night. Now it's 7156.12. So it is a kilowatt hour. Yeah, 7146. I read that dial the wrong way. It actually goes this way, not that way. So yeah, we use 1 kilowatt hour there. So off tariff is under, yeah. I'll turn that off. A little under 20, cheaper than 22 cents. I can't remember exactly how much it was, but let's give that battery a check with a multimeter. Okay, you also see what the voltage is. .34 volts. Seems to hold it quite well there. So yeah, it's fully charged. I can't do a hydrometer test because it's a maintenance free battery. So let's see what other scores I got. Okay, viewers, I also got given this electric car seat adjustment mechanism. It's from a Nissan Patrol, I think. One of the higher range upmarket models. The got one of the welds broke, and instead of just welding it and simply fixing it, just a warranty job, just put a whole new unit in. And that's a Ford Falcon AU door latch mechanism. The gear drive and that central locking motor stripped the gear, so save that one for an autopsy. go. That's the seat mechanism, to find where it's broken. We've got two motors, three motors by the looks of it. One, this one here moves it backwards and forwards. That one there moves it up and down. That one there, I think that tilts it. And there you go. Have a look at that later on today, and we'll see what put power to the motors and see what we can make it do. Okay viewers, here's a point of failure. Yeah, she got bounced on hard and snapped there and there. So there it failed first and it was playing up and it finally gave way here. So that can be welded, but yeah, warranty job. As I said earlier, you can easily fix it with a welder. Oh, I think these have got three connectors. One's a common, and one's a backwards and forwards. Oh no, they're just two. Alright, let's put the jumper leads on that to a battery and see what it does. Okay, let's give it a test. Now I've already had it going one way. Let's flat out. Let's swap the connections around. Let's move the seat, tilt it all the way back. Interesting. Let's try another motor. I hope it's not shorting out. There's that one. And that's tilted all the way up, so that broken part there doesn't help having that broken, so if I could just tack weld that. So that, yeah, those both go together in sequence to move the seat up. One at a time move it forward. Just that one there and that one there down tilts it back. Now this is a motor that tilts the whole assembly backwards and forwards, so let's try that one there. Okay, those motor connections are over there, so let's connect that up. One there, and one in there. Let's see what it does. Okay, it's gone flat out, so I have to go the other way to make the motor move the opposite direction. There you go. Interesting. Little gearbox in there. There's two of them, one there, little gearbox. It drives the shaft and moves it forward. Alright, let's retract it so it doesn't take up much space when I store it away. Interesting. Okay, viewers, I've welded this back together. Welded the two brakes. Seems to have penetrated quite well. Alright, let's test it. Let's hook it up and lower it down. So I'm gonna, these two here are the motors that lower it. So find the pins. Wrong way. That goes all the way up. Ah, see how that works. There's rubber O-rings in there, and that regulates how the motor loads and slows down. Then the switch that's connected to that fills the load and gets heavier and pops up and stops working, so it doesn't keep applying power to the motor. Oh, that's pretty handy. So that's what those little O-rings in there are for. Alright. Okay, stand as low as it goes. Just got to find a platform and bolt onto this and see how it works. Alright, let's have a go at this. Try and put power to this thing. This is the door unlocker actuator I showed before. It's got 5 pins on it. So let's pull this mechanism apart and see how it all works and what gear had been stripped. Okay, all the 4 screws have been removed. Now these 2 wires go to a stop switch in here to stop the motor as soon as it actuates. And there we are, it's just falling apart on me. And there's the inside. Pops down. Bit like a hand crank dynamo how that works. Take that out completely, have a look at that gear. All of its teeth seem pretty intact. And that little thing there, that little pin there, actuates this. Unlocks and locks the door when you press the button on your key. A bit hard to do by hand, I'll try and assist it. So if I push that, I'll manually override this. Okay, the door's already closed. The pin goes in there to latch the door closed. Just got to try and find a way to get it open. So this thing's actually not even opening. Okay, the little actuator for the motor works. Oh, there you go. This little lever down here. So that one there you got to push to unhitch it off the pin. So that's the striker mechanism. Alright, a close look at the motor. A lot of white grease in here. It's all sealed from the elements, because it sits inside the car door. Now let's have a closer look at that motor gear, see if that's any good. Carefully turn that. Yeah, it's all in pretty good nick, nothing broken on that. Pull that motor out, have a close look at that motor. Okay viewers, that motor is actually secured in there with a special clip. Now how this works is, the little thing there is a micro switch, and when this thing here reaches its full travel, it hits that switch and turns the motor off. And when you press the button on your key, it will send another signal down another wire, and the motor spins the other way to open it. The wires for that motor, let's see what colour they are. It's a yellow with the red dots, and let's see, there's another one there, a stripy yellow one, red with a yellow stripe on it. So it's those 2 wires there that go to the motor. So I'll plug it into a little power supply, see if we can trigger it. Now viewers, let's put power to this motor, see what it does. Oh, that other yellow wire. That worked. There you go. It worked. Let's try it again. Now press that button and see what it does. That button's been bypassed. Try something to make it a little bit easier. Okay, got me a screwdriver and I can easily probe this. Let's reassemble it and see what it does. Okay viewers, it's all back together. It's made by Nippon Automotive Body Systems, so it's made by Nippon Denso, Japan. Alright, let's try hooking power up to it now. That's one way, now I'll swap the connections over so the motor goes the other way. Yeah. You have to, there's supposed to be a cable on here that you pull, but because it was sitting in gravity, it was blocking this and it was stopping the motor. So I had to just lift this out of the way so it would feed up the mechanism. Now it should have a bit more movement. That's one way. I'm going to go back the other way, and that thing should probably lock it back up again and I have to move it. Yeah, you have to, there you go, that black cable adapter, I'll hold that. There you go, and it opened. Basically how it's shaped before, that little shaft had like a corkscrew setup, so you could actually actuate it manually as well as it being done electronically. So it allowed you to both manually from the inside and the outside, and electronically as well. So I know with some of the newer cars, you get like a thing with your key. You just wave your key close to the door and it automatically locks the car. So there you go. Found these things interesting and try and see what other use I could find for this thing. So for now, thanks for watching.